Do you even remember the first time you started worrying? Not just about grades or looks or money. I mean really worrying. That constant background noise that says, if I don't stay ahead, I'll fall behind. If I don't control everything, everything will collapse. You didn't choose this burden, not consciously. It was handed to you by a world that worships anxiety as preparation and stress as a badge of honor. Somewhere along the way, you mistook fear for responsibility. You began to think that the more you worried, the safer you'd be. But has it ever worked? Think about it. All those nights you couldn't sleep, all those what-if scenarios that never even came true. What did they give you? Peace? Or just exhaustion disguised as diligence? You've been holding your breath for years, hoping the storm doesn't hit. But what if you're the one creating the storm? Worry is not a shield. It's a cage. And it's time you started questioning whether you're really protecting yourself or just keeping yourself from living. We like to think we're in charge, don't we? That if we just plan enough, prepare enough, worry enough, we can keep the chaos at bay. We build schedules, strategies, and backup plans as if life ever asked for our permission to unfold. But deep down, we know the truth. Control is a comfort blanket for the mind, woven from fear and stitched with insecurity. And like any illusion, the moment you grip it too tightly, it disappears. What if the control you're clinging to is the very thing that's keeping your life stagnant? The more you micromanage, the less room you leave for spontaneity, for grace, for surprise. Think of a river. It flows because it lets go. It doesn't force its way forward. It follows gravity. But worry makes you build dams. It interrupts the flow. And then you wonder why everything feels stuck. The irony, the moment you surrender, truly surrender, things start falling into place. Not because you stopped caring, but because you stopped forcing. You stopped choking the moment with expectations that were never yours to begin with. It feels counterintuitive, doesn't it? That by stopping the worrying, you actually gain more control over your life. That by letting go, you open yourself up to possibilities you didn't even know existed. But this is the paradox. When you release your grip on the need to control every outcome, you make space for flow, creativity, and genuine joy. You stop exhausting your energy on battles you can't win and start investing it where it truly matters. Imagine what it would feel like to stop rehearsing every conversation, every move, every decision. To stop imagining the worst-case scenarios and simply be with whatever comes next. There's freedom in uncertainty. It's uncomfortable, yes, but that discomfort is where growth lives. That's where you discover who you really are, beyond the noise of your worries and fears. This isn't about giving up or being careless. It's about trusting yourself enough to handle life as it unfolds, to meet challenges with presence instead of panic, to greet change with curiosity rather than dread. The moment you stop worrying is the moment you start living. When you stop worrying, something remarkable happens, not just inside you, but all around you. Your energy shifts. You become lighter, more present, more open, and that shift sends ripples into every corner of your life. Relationships that once felt strained begin to breathe easier. You stop projecting your fears onto others, and suddenly, conversations flow without the heavy weight of anticipation or judgment. Opportunities you didn't see before start to appear, because your mind is no longer clouded by what could go wrong. You start taking steps forward, not because you're sure of the outcome, but because you're willing to trust the process. And here's the secret. When you worry less, you actually perform better. Your creativity blossoms. Your decision-making sharpens. You respond to life with calm clarity rather than frantic reaction. Peace isn't some distant goal you have to chase. It's a choice you make, moment by moment. Choosing peace means choosing yourself, your true self, over the endless chatter of fear. So here you stand, at the crossroads. Will you keep carrying the heavy burden of worry, or will you dare to let it go? I won't pretend it's easy. Letting go of worry means facing the unknown. It means stepping into a world without guarantees, without perfect plans, without certainty. But it also means stepping into your life, the life you've been too afraid to live, the life waiting patiently beyond your fear. Remember, worry is a habit, not a destiny. You have the power to break the cycle, to stop rehearsing a future filled with fear, and start embracing a present filled with possibility. The moment you stop worrying, everything starts to go well, not because the world changes, but because you do. And that change, that freedom, is worth every uncertain step. Are you ready to stop worrying? Are you ready to start living?